I love escape rooms. They're really fun to do in real life and even to make in Minecraft. I was building one in my realm recently and I couldn't really find a video for any good puzzles to make in them, so I thought I'd make this where I'd showcase 10 really nice puzzles for you to use in one yourself. First and foremost, never forget the importance of just hiding items around your escape room, like your passwords, your keys, or even your pebbles. This is so important as it makes the escape room feel so much more interactive and much more fun to just explore. This next design is a super simple key lock. When we put an item that isn't our key, like these pebbles in here, you get no output. But when we put the key that we found in a chest earlier in, the door opens. This is done with a super simple item sorter, and when that item sorter gets more than the required items in here, it takes an output from here and opens the door. This next design is inspired by one of my favourite movies of all time, Raiders of the Lost Ark. When you've got an item on a pressure plate like this, we can use it to keep the door open, but once we try and take our treasure, like Indiana Jones, that door closes, and if we have something like pebbles that we got before, we can use those to weight down the pressure plate, allowing us to leave with our treasure. This next idea is a pretty simple one. Basically, we have a room filled with candles just like these, and we want to go around and light them all before we open the output door or whatever you want to power. We take flint and steels at durability of 1 and use them to light each candle. When the candle is lit, the flint and steel breaks, meaning it can only be used on each candle. And when all the candles are lit, the output door opens. If we have a look over the back, we just use a non-sticky piston to extend a block, meaning that when each candle can only be updated once, and when all the blocks are extended, it gives an output to the door. Parkour is a great addition to any escape room as it adds a physical challenge to what would normally be only a mental experience. If you're looking for any designs for parkour, I recommend checking out Manicube, which has tons of parkour inspiration to go off. But you can also add some puzzles to your parkour, like levers like this that unlock different parts of the parkour that you have to find in different rooms. Another great idea is the item frame combination lock. This is a lock that works on the rotation of item frames, meaning there is an absolutely insane amount of possibilities. I'm going to be using this to save my friend over there, AC179, and he's going to help us through some of the other puzzles later on. I find it's easiest to use a bit of paper relabeled with the arrows pointing in the direction of where the item frames actually need to be facing. So this first one facing left, this next one facing up, and this one over here facing to the top right. And that lets out our friend. I'll be leaving a link to a video explaining this mechanism back here, but basically if you just search up for an item frame combination lock, you can use those to make anything just like this. This next design is a super simple 2-person button, meaning that me and my helper here have to press the button at the same time. 3, 2, 1, and the door opens. This is done with a super simple AND gate running into a T flip-flop, which I have a video on, and that will run to open the door. This next design is a 2-person maze that allows for one player to stay up top and use these waterlogged stairs to direct the player who goes into the maze below. The player up top can follow their name, and then when they reach an intersection, going straight ahead here, they can direct them which way they have to go. Left, and left at this next intersection, taking them out to the finish here, allowing them to open or do something for the other player. This design is a note block puzzle just like in the old Zelda games. We take a tune, and we have to remake it on these note blocks down here. With this one, the tune goes, and our door opens. This design is super complicated, so once I clean up the design a bit, I'll make my own video on it and leave a link on that in the description. This design is a super simple one involving cauldrons and composters. Basically, when you fill up a composter or a cauldron, it will give a full comparator output. We can compare this, and as they both fill up, we open our door, we can compare this to another full cauldron or full composter, and when it is full, it will give an output, turning off the redstone torch and opening the door. That's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you find some of these designs useful for your own escape rooms. And my biggest takeaway that I want you to have from this video is to never stop hiding stuff in your escape rooms, like this button here, that leads us to an even better loot than those diamonds. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.